I've been told there is a vacancy that might be more to your liking.
It's not as a tracker, is it?
Privateer. I don't know what happens next, where our paths will lead.
If this path leads me back to you, then all we have is ours. Ours alone.
Rich's place?
Lights off, paid up. Everyone will get their cut.
Alina?
She'll receive a pardon for deserting, and another for her fueling. As long as he stays out of trouble, the charges will be dropped.
1 minute. It's gonna stay.
I've been sending spies to the auctioneers to see if anyone remembers a slaver by the name of Gregor or Griggs.
You did that?
But you can start here.
You've been looking for my family.
My brother is never coming back. Yours still can.
Thank you.
He cares about you!
I know this won't mean much to you, but I pray for him. Brutally.
Thank you.
I don't want your prayers.
What do you want then?
To die, buried under the weight of my own gold.
I'm gonna keep my calm with you.
Was there never another dream?
Stay. Stay in Canada. Stay with me.
And what would be the point?
I want you to. I want you.
It's not an hallucination, it's not...
And how will you have me? Gloves on. Your head turned, so our lips never touch.
You're asking me too much, like... You already made a big step! Inej!
When have you? Without your arm, I guess, Greg. I will not have you at all.
It's enough for me for now, it's enough for me for now, it's enough for me for now! You have 1 season to work on yourself to get the girl. So you can deserve her.
The world needs a stone one. And I need the Vault Pony's eye on other countries. Tomorrow I'm told you're in command.
Cool. I'm glad for you, man.
Sounds like that. Welcome aboard.
No! Oh no! Not that! What the? No!
Why is our management bond? You stop this immediately.
He's not gonna accept.
There's no stopping this. This was not the deal.
Against the wolves? You know he can't.
Do not hurt them. We need anything else. I will fight it.
Good job!
Joe moves off me. I am clean.
You killing these officers? pardon is still standing. The situation didn't evolve, you know, for them, for him, not even a little. Back with the croquette.
No more malt liquor. No more port wine, Kalish whiskey and spiced rum. Then go to the menagerie and look for a girl named Kesh. Tell her I'll buy out any indenture who'd rather work as a serving girl in a crow club. No skin trade. This is a salaried position.
You are demanding to know who has Radka's back based on the attendance list, and you will face scrutiny. Distrust could lead to further problems.
Yes, okay, history for the season 3, a lot of political issues between countries, making alliances, all of that, okay.
Without being betrothed to the sunset, you would not have made it this far.
You're encouraging
If you didn't say that belongs to me.
him to truly marry her.
I put my faith in those who have earned it.
The shadow which attacked you, do you have it under your skin? Is it weird for me to think that it's a good thing for Alina to balance what she could become to make her find a new purpose, you know, using to fight? But I'm sorry for you.
Were it not for you, I would be the loneliest king in the world. You're the son, savior of Radka. I want to have you by my side.
You're not going to have them clink glasses and make us kiss for them, are you?
No. No kissing. Unless you're thinking of me instead of trying to forget him.
I think the three of us can begin to fix what's been broken. You're asking for our help. Of course she is. We're fantastic. I'd like you to oversee things here at the palace. I'd like it to be a refuge for anyone, Grisha or Obkazasia, who needs a safe haven. And you, I'd like you to be in charge of Grisha training. I think I can whip them into shape.
She has that into her.
Oh, and I don't want Grisha to be defined by their orders. No more coloured captors. I look amazing in blue. I have a very important blade I have to return to Shuhan. I'm hoping to make some alliances while I'm there. We've been estranged long enough. The three of us can do a lot of good together. A little triumvirate.
An opportunity has presented itself.
New one?
The most lucrative job we've ever taken.
You're always saying that. I'm proud of you. And if it's possible to not kill
There's a
you,
new weapon about to hit the
it would be
market.
great.
If it does, it could make the destruction of the Shadowfall seem like a spring picnic. It's a drug called Jurja Baron. And if Grisha take it, their power is amplified 1,000 times over.
All of them? Shadow. It's a cut of shadow that you just made. Yes, I'm looking at you like that because if you are listening to my intro and to my review, each time you know that it has been at least 2 or 3 episodes that I'm saying that we're gonna end things like that. With her switching. But it's not a total switch. I have hopes. Because of the fact that Mal, in fact, is still alive. So, okay, he went away, I'm gonna come back to that, but he can come back to help. Okay, that the shadows, you know, what she made, it's not great at all. But at the same time, right there, she's gonna have to fight also against the shadow who is inside of Nikolai, you know, like it can be a purpose for her, it can be something, an enemy, something, someone to fight, even if I'm truly sorry for you, Nikolai, if it means that you're gonna die and all, but at least for her it would mean that maybe she's gonna become a hero again, like she's gonna have another choice and she's gonna choose to fight that shadow, so she's gonna come back to the light fully, you know, I don't know, but I can imagine something like that, so I have hope. Okay, the situation is bad, but I knew that it would go that bad, but they gave me hope. I was right about the fact that, you know, destroying the Fold, killing Kirigan, it would take only half of this episode, and that's why I didn't know really what this episode, this final episode of the season would be about, because the second half of it, it was an epilogue of the season 2 to prepare the season 3. First, let's come back to she destroyed the Fold. It happened so quickly. Okay, it was beautiful and all, but I thought that they would make it... I don't know what I thought, but it was cool and it was... We saw it, you know, like it's not like they just made it like that, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what I expected with the Fold. The fact that she killed Kirigan, it's not a surprise. The fact that before that they had the time to talk, it's normal, and for her character it's gonna be important because again, he entered into her mind, he told her things that he truly believes into, but things which are resonating, you know, with her, with what she thinks also, what she can become, and we're gonna go into that direction for her. The fact that she had to kill Mal without knowing, you know, if she could bring him back or not. The fact that she brought him back by using, I don't want to pronounce it bad, merzost? I'm sorry. It's bad, it's so bad. But at the same time, they prepared that during the entire season, so it's not that much a surprise. But it's bad because, you know, I was already afraid of her having the 3 amplifiers and embracing too much already that big power, loving that too much, and maybe letting it controlling her, and maybe also she would go a little like that, even more with Mal not around or dead. So already I was scared of that for the 3 amplifiers. Now that we know that she used the merzost, and also at the end we can see that her cut, it's a shadow thing, you know. It's bad. But Mal is still alive. That's great. He's not an amplifier anymore. He's going on an adventure. He has the life that he wanted, you know, he said it, to be free, to be a privateer, all of that. That's cool. I appreciate that, you know. For sure I would want him to stay with Alina even more because she's gonna need him. But at the same time, I agree with them saying that they have to be separated to see if they're gonna come back together at some point, if it's what truly they're meant to be together because they love each other that much, stuff like that. But that moment, you know, these lines, this conversation, it was badly written because really it was contradictions after contradictions. No, I don't want to stay there because, you know, I don't want for our destinies to decide for us to be together. 2 seconds later, if we're meant to be together, we're destined to each other, we're gonna come back together at some point. Like, Oh, come on. But I understand that, and you know, I love the fact that this show, this story is not ending with the big villain being destroyed, the big threat being destroyed, because, you know, normally in other shows, movies, stories, you know, I was looking at my books, it's ending with that, and with the characters saying, I want that for the future, I want that for the future. But at the same time, when the characters in books and all, they are saying that, each time I'm thinking about the fact that, okay, that's what you want, but with how your character is built, with how the other characters are built, with how this universe functions, you know, during entire years, are we sure that it's possible? Are we sure that it's not gonna happen into a different way? So in a way, for sure we have a season 3 because of Alina, what she did, all of that. But it's great also to have a season 3, to have something else after that, to show the consequences of living entire years like that. And now it's gonna be about not reproducing the same mistakes. For Alina to not come back, you know, to being a monster like Kirigan was. But also, you know, for example, for the king, now he's gonna have political issues to deal with. For Mal, like, if the story would end like that, it would be just about I love you, and that's all. Right there, it's about I want to be free, I want to have that life, I want to try it, is it great for me or not? And we can see that, so it's cool. You know, I appreciate that, the fact that we are seeing after the normal end of a story. We are seeing what is gonna happen after that. It's cool. So yes, I said it. For Alina, it's gonna be about living with what she did, with being tempted to go into the dark side, dealing with the situation with Nikolai, discovering it first, maybe falling in love with him or not, also, or at least being tempted to go into his bed. Are they married or not? For me, they are still engaged, you know, but the crown that she had, I think that also maybe is gonna push her to marry him because he has feelings for her. Like, maybe we can have something like that during the season 3. A lot of political issues between countries, that's gonna be interesting. Her, she's gonna go into her native country and she's gonna meet the other saint, and I think that the other saint is gonna feel, you know, what she did, and that's gonna be really interesting. So that's for them. Mal testing that new life, helping Inej to find her brother, so cool. Kaz with his guys, now that he has everything, you know, that he wanted, you know, he can reign into this town. Still, he's gonna go on some adventures because the guy is functioning like that. With Nina, Jesper, everyone, you know, working with him, that's cool. So now we have a drug which can amplify their powers, you know, to the Grisha, just like that. They don't need amplifiers anymore. Like right there, Kirigan Grisha, they could be that great because of the bones of Bagra. Now you're seeing that they don't need bones of anyone, no one, just a drug, and that's enough. I mean, that girl, she was not joking, you know, at the end. So 3 girls, you know, who are gonna work together to do good stuff for the future Grisha. That's cool. I really hope that it's gonna work well. Even if I think that they're gonna have, during the first times, at least to suffer the consequences of all of what happened during Kirigan times. Inej and Kaz. I lost it! During that moment I lost it. But, you know, I lost it in a silent way. Because I was feeling, you know, that the scene would continue, so I didn't want to interrupt it, you know, and to miss anything. So I lost it, but quietly. Really, I'm proud of myself. But the fact that they said that to each other, you know, bad stuff to each other, to end with him saying, I need you, I want you, all of that, for her to say, okay, but only if you can give me all of you, you know, if you can touch me truly. But in a way, what she said, it was almost a promise, like, I can wait for you. You have 1 season to work on yourself, and you, Inej, you have 1 season season, okay, to deal with your brother situation, also to not fall into the arms, you know, of Tolia, the other guy. You're gonna kill me! But that was so great! Matthias. Okay, that was so French. Listen to me. Matthias and Nina, during the first season, you were there. I said it a lot. I'm not against their characters, I'm not against their relationship. I just think that it was badly written, badly introduced, and that at some moments it was too much. During this season, Nina was amazing. We spent time with her, she was useful to us, she was loyal to us, she was impressive, she had a big mouth, she was so great and all. Matthias, I'm sorry, but the guy was not there. He was transparent. From beginning to the end, I think that if we are putting all of his scenes together, it's not even 5 minutes. And during these 5 minutes, which is, you know, for them, you know, in fact, into the chronology, entire months, the guy didn't change at all, didn't evolve at all. Like, it's not like he didn't have time to think about himself, to work on himself into this charm. No, he didn't change, he didn't evolve, and I said it, for me a character is interesting, okay, for how he's built, you know, at the beginning, his background, what is made of, his DNA, all of that, you know, how he's defined at the beginning, but it's interesting, that character, because he evolves, you know, because he changed, because stuff are happening to him and it's changing him. Matthias, he never changed, and the guy is the definition of being too much. The guy, okay, you can say that he's brave, and he is. I can appreciate him, you know, for many reasons. I love the fact that he believes so much into his religion, he's so loyal to his culture and all. I can truly appreciate that, the wolves, all of that. But how he's acting and all, really the definition of being too much. And at some point, you know, one entire season with him just intervening, you know, like that during 1 minute and disappearing, intervening for saying nothing, for not changing, for doing nothing, really, at the end of this season, I don't care about him. And I don't need to care about him. Nothing happened to him, nothing is gonna happen to him. He didn't happen, in fact, to himself. Do you understand what I mean? Like, when Nina, on the contrary, she changed so much, she helped so much, she was there so much. Because of her, at many occasions, like, she saved us so much also. Matthias. My opinion, you know, about the season, it's really about the fact that for the stories that we had, the big things that we had to resolve, that season 2 closed a lot of things, but for the characters themselves, that season 2 opened a lot of things. For Kaz, who opened himself and who needs to work on himself for his relationship, a potential relationship with Inej. For Inej to be free, you know, to get her freedom and to decide to go to search for her brother. For Jesper to be proud of who he is, of his powers, to also open himself to his boy. That's for them. For Alina to be tempted a lot, to do bad stuff, and finishing by doing something bad. We'll see what's gonna happen to her next. For Mal, to discover who he truly is and to be there for Alina all along, and at the end to decide to do something for himself. See, all of them, you know, all of these characters during this season 2, they evolved, and the season 3 is gonna be really about them. Do you understand what I mean? During the 2 first seasons, we resolved situations which were big and that we needed to resolve. During this season 2, we created things for the characters that we're gonna need to resolve during the season 3. it's cool to make stuff like that. It's really cool because again, it's giving me that vibe of we're seeing what is happening after the final page of the book, you know, being like, this is the end, they're gonna live happily ever after. Nope. It's never like that, and you know, this season 3 is gonna be about the real end. Can they not replicate the same mistakes? Can they really repair all of what was destroyed? Can they really make alliances with all of these countries? The characters, can they really find each other, you know, into love relationships? But also, are they gonna evolve enough to just be happy, to accept that happiness? All of that, it's cool, I appreciate it. Okay, tell me, what did you think about that season 2? What did you think about all of what happened? Don't tell me if you know what is gonna happen next, you know, for Alina and all. Don't call me stupid, you know, if you think that I said a lot of things, you know, which are wrong about Alina, about all of that. You know, at some moments during these intros and reviews, I was like, maybe you're going too far with Alina, maybe she's not gonna become like that, because she has good motives, and people who read the books, they already know that, so they're gonna judge you for doubting of her. You have to consider that I don't know the story, so I don't know what is gonna happen to Alina. I just see what is happening right now, and I want to believe that she's gonna evolve the good way, but she's gonna be tempted badly. And I said it in a weird way. I think that what is happening to Nikolai can be good for her. Tell me, what did you think? And don't tell me what is gonna happen next. Please be respectful with that. Okay, I'm gonna end this video right there. So it's all for you and for me for this season 2 of Shadow and Bone. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, if you want to thank me for this binge watching, and if you want the extended reaction parts of these videos, and I will see you for the season 3, maybe. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Hey.